Good evening, one and all. The hills are alive with the sound of schnitzel, bratwurst and things for 1,000 years. Welcome to MRC in Austria. We are here for Tier 2 action. And because we do not have a German Grand Prix of the year, and Austria is as close as we get, this will be the Schnitzel Grand Prix. And we've already got 2 countries in here, so let's get a man who's got even more countries in his heritage than that. That is Mr. Geke Matthews. Gexter, how are we doing, my friend?
Hello! Yeah, I'm fine.
You sound like you've had a can of a certain energy drink. Is that accurate by any chance?
I don't know.
Well, funnily enough, if anyone in the MRC looks on the Discord, have got a can of energy drink today. And it's an appropriate one because we are in Austria, the home, that is, of Red Bull. And not just is it the home of Red Bull, this is the Red Bull Ring. Now, typically I've been slated for slating the Red Bull company, the Red Bull Formula 1 team, the Red Bull drivers, the Red Bull powertrains department, and of course, anything to do with Red Bull.
Can't believe it.
Today I'm going to go full circle and say one nice thing about them and then continue to slate them. So this is now the Schnitzel Grand Prix, not the Red Bull Ring and Austria Grand Prix. The Schnitzel Grand Prix. That's Schnitzel.
The Schnitzel?
But it will be nice. We're going to do our first lap of this very fun circuit with our resident Dutchie, Error Voice, who is as close to Verstappen, who is, of course, the local hero here, even if he's not Austrian. So here we are, the final corner. Error Voice takes it flat out across that first DRS line. And here he heads down to turn 1. Let's go with the graphics. He breaks it, it's 80 metres very late, just cuts the inside of the corner, but keeps it neat. Now, turn 2 is a small kink just here. Takes the shallow line to keep it as flat and fast as he can. Picks out his braking point for turn 3, 90 metres, hard on the brakes, downshifts quickly to get the engine braking. Just keeps it on track, unlike Max Verstappen when he was fighting Charles Leclerc back in 2019. And thunders his way down to turn 4. Here we go, braking late downhill again. Somehow the cars just stop in time before the gravel. Right up to the edge of the curb, just avoiding the AlphaTauri with turn 5. Next is turn 6 for the flat left-hander. You want to take as much of the inside line without hitting the curb, it's easy to insert the car. Then the next left-right, again, so easy to lose the rear end, but you need to start on the throttle so early to have a good lap time. Over the next crest and into the penultimate corner. This corner is called Rindt, after Joachim Rindt, the former world champion. He goes a bit wide, but gets away with it and cuts the final corner altogether. That'll be a lap invalidated for Fabian. What a shame. That looked like a great lap until that moment.
Well, the guy behind him also did a invalidation. He's in the pits now.
Indeed. Red Car Rambo knows how to get a lap in without cheating, corner cutting, or just being a Red Bull driver. In the Alfa Romeo.
Oh, no. Let's
Rumax,
see,
however, 1 minute 4.9. Now, Rumax is already getting hot, frisky, and down with the sausage. Here in Austria, he's straight on the mark for 1 minute 4.9.
There is a Red Bull in the top 3. Oh, I just said nothing. Now in the top 5. And nothing said.
Jackster,
Mr. Nibs.
P4. And yes, Captain Nibs, good lap. Did you see any of it? Did you see any of the Nibs lap?
No.
Oh, another Dutchie popping up high. Oh, Mr. Hoseman, he's back.
In the one car, though.
No, the Ferrari is his correct car. It was a better car.
The Dutchmen do not belong in Ferraris, mate.
Well, there's too many Dutchies in MRC to have them all in one team.
Ah, what a shame.
And Dutchies deserve to be free and live how they like, not just be trapped in one team like Red Bull.
Oh, no, we are greedy.
We know. No, jokes aside, Hoseman with a 1 minute 5.1, great lap. And look at, there's the one-off Ferrari livery for Monza. What do you think of that livery? Now we've got it on the screen, have a quick look. Special design.
To be honest, it's a beautiful one.
I agree. I do like it. It's, of course, a tribute to the Le Mans winning car that they had in the World Endurance Championship earlier this year. Although it doesn't look anything like that car, but apparently it's a tribute to it. But we move. It's a good looking thing.
It's an inspiration.
It is.
It is an inspiration. You can't say anything about it anymore, so.
Indeed. Now then, speaking back to the Red Bull philosophy, Neil is in P4. He's driving the AlphaTauri. I have to say, that's not a design inspiration. That just looks awful. But the car is being driven rather quickly by one of our Tier 3 reserves who stepped up today. He's currently in 4th place, and he's up on his lap time as he enters the penultimate corner, and he pits. So, yep, he's made me look stupid, as per usual. Stube, another man who likes to make me look stupid in the Mercedes. P6 with a 1.5.9 as we speak. He's a bit of a hit-and-miss season, Stube. What do you think?
Yeah, it's just the moments he has. He does have a hit-and-miss moments at all that point. He's 3/10 up and now, but later he will just do something you were like, oh, no.
Here we go.
That's
he's flying.
A Stube boy.
Stu, but he's very quick on his day. He does seem to be a bit of a magnet for the chaos and the carnage. He's gone very wide in the final quarter, but hasn't invalidated, weirdly enough.
No.
P4, 1.5.6. But his ERS light was flashing a lot of that lap, so I feel there's a lot more to come from Morgan.
There is.
Now then, Simba.
Who is...
Simba's on the mediums, just putting some laps in, just getting confident with the track, I imagine. Thomas Hornet, let's see him on a flying lap at the moment. Where's he going to pop this? P2, 150. Ooh. There's a very good lap.
Wow. It's only a 10th off as well.
Indeed, it's a very, very good lap. So, interestingly, Max Verstappen got pole position here this year. Do you happen to know what the lap time was for pole position?
Oh, as a Dutchman, I should know, but I do not.
It was 1 minute 4.3.
Ooh.
So these early bankers from our Tier 2 boys are not that far away.
No, they do not. That is a good thing, though. Oh, the Fox put it in P2 with 4,000 of.
Oh. Indeed. So Fox Rev in P2 at the moment. It's a good start from Mercedes. P2 and P6 in the real world of F1. They'd be rather happy with that. Not as happy as Williams would be with P1. Max giving us a little weave as he warms up his tyres. Now then, who shall we jump on board with? Geke, you have the freedom to pick.
I'm looking for someone. I'm looking at Carl.
Carl? Let's have a look at Carl. He's got Connor just behind him. They're both on laps. Let's see. Well, actually, no, Carl's got his ERS light flashing. Let's look at Connor instead.
Oh, he's moving out of the way. All right, let's go to the McLaren then.
Yeah,
my old team.
Indeed. Let's jump on board. So, whilst Connor, who's supporting the Red Bull helmet that Max Verstappen wore in Miami, I'll crack open my can of Red Bull. There you go. There's your advertisement, Red Bull. I'll let you have that moment.
Ooh, well, you can't say anything about Red Bull after Monza. They made astonishing history for a team and a driver.
Yes, well, okay, fine. You can mention your one moment of Max Verstappen winning 10 races in a row. Congratulations, Max. Well done. But frankly, with a teammate of Perez's ability compared to Max's and a car as good as theirs, I wonder why they've taken so long to reach 10. Frankly.
Oh, Connor invalidated, and that would have been a 1.56. Oh, what a shame.
Indeed, big shame. Let's just have a quick check on the YouTube chat whilst everyone's a little bit quiet. So, hello, Triple DD. Good evening to Mr. Hills. Good evening is, of course, a comment made by Unai Emery, a Spanish man of whom Martin Hills knows little about. But he is in Andorra, so hello to our resident Andorran tonight. Steve J, a.k.a. Kaiser Soze, says, have a good one, guys. Mandy says, good evening. Hello, Mandy. So, good to see plenty of chit-chat in the YouTube chat. And, we didn't pick up on it. The Ferrari, a few people saying, looks like the German flag or the Belgian flag. I can see that.
I can see that now that you all mention it, but...
Yeah, good spots. Triple D and Martin of the Hills. Now, I should have known that when I sung The Hills Were Alive, Martin would wake up. I should have known better, really. But Captain Nibs has woken up with that cracking 1 minute 4.9. So, now listen, actually, while we're here, Captain Nibs.
Yes.
He's recently been reserving a lot, and he's now going to be taking the step. He's not just P1, but he's taking the step towards the permanent seat propositions in Tier 2. He's been a very reliable reserve back in the past, took a step away, and now he's back again, and you know what? He looks even better than he did before, so good to see Thomas is on the ball. Now then, we've mentioned the name Thomas. Let's go and check out our other Thomas, Thomas Fanning. He won last time out in Canada, didn't he?
He did.
And it was a cracking lap. Cracking race even. But just, he nearly crashes into the AlphaTauri on the way in the pits. And
we have a new leader.
We do, Mr. Hoseman.
Oh.
Fantastic. 1 minute 4.7. That is a really, really quick lap time. And I expect nothing less from our resident Flying Dutchman.
I thought that was Melbourne.
Well, it would be, but Melbourne's not in the race today.
Oh, it is not now. You went. Nothing said.
Anyway, so I have no comment. I have no comment. Now then.
Oh, amazing.
Simba improves on his lap. Now he's got the sauce on. 1 minute 5.0. Look how tight P7 to P4 is. Literally 600 separate 4th to 7th. That is Dumbest Hornet, Simba, Fox River, and Red Car Rambo. And then you've only got
a fun race then.
And then another half attempt to Womax in P3, another 700s to Captain Nibs in P2. That is ridiculous, literally. Less than 2 tenths separate second all the way down to 7th. Less than 2 tenths.
If you look at now at 1 to 15, it's just a second.
Exactly. Now, this is a very short lap, so you would expect smaller gaps here than you would at most tracks. However, that is incredible to see just how competitive this fantastic tier is. I would say this is our most competitive tier, wouldn't you?
I would say yes. This is the tier where you see most of the fights more happening than anywhere else. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, you've reserved a little bit in tier 2 this season than in a few other seasons in the past. What's your thoughts of the drivers here? Who grabs your eye?
Oh, who grabs my eye? Well, I'm more in the 2 till 20 till 12 range. That's the only range I'm at. So,
but of these drivers, who gives your eye the little twinkle? Who gives your schnitzel the little lift it needs? As Fox River would have done a 1 minute 4.6, but he invalidated the final for sector. Would have just gone faster.
I would say the Fox, to be sure.
So the Fox gets your bratwurst bouncing.
Yes, my bratwurst is going up and down.
Lovely stuff. That's good to hear. I personally agree. I think Fox River, when he's on it, he's a really, really competitive driver. He's not someone you want to fight with.
He can fly off if he wants to.
Indeed. Martin says, would we like a sound of the music fact? Yes, Martin, because I know you're going to give us one. No. Mandy says, Sociopath is currently leading in Tier 2. That is correct. He is. He has missed a couple of races, though. Monster's annoyed by his invalidation of laps. He's not yet got a lap on the board. 5 minutes to go. There's all Fox River just goes off track. Let's jump on board with Connor. He's currently just gone up to P14.
He's in the seconds. Not far off.
Indeed. Geke is Dutch, right? Says Fabian.
What?
I mean, you can confirm or deny.
What?
Are you Dutch or are you not Dutch? This is the confirmation that Error Voice would like. Because you sound more British than George Russell.
You want to do it like that? Wait. Let me do this and I will switch in 3, 2, 1. Goeiedag. Allemaal heel erg fijn, hè, jongen. Hey. Toch goed? Nee? Oké, klaar.
9.
There you are. Confirmation? Yes, no? I don't know.
Oh, well. Now then, Fabian, stop talking and get some laps on the board. I agree with Triple D. You and Monster need to stop talking in YouTube chat and just get on track. There's 4 minutes to go, boys. Martin's fact, at the end of the movie, the family running away, escaping the war. Do you know geographically they're running into the heart of Nazi-occupied territory? That is true, and I believe the same thing happens in The Great Escape. They actually escaped into German territory, I do believe, and it's Steve McQueen in that film that jumped over the fence. So I actually did know that, I just forgot. But thank you, Martin, for that fantastic fact. It's good to know. Fabian, stop talking and get on track. This
Fabian,
is an instruction.
You want to hear the Maastricht one, eh?
The dialect, if this doesn't involve cauliflower, I don't want to know.
No, it's not. It doesn't involve cauliflower. It's a little bit sounding like German, German thing.
Just German, yeah.
It sounds like German, a little bit, but
okay, good stuff. Let's hear it then. Go on. You got a minute while we watch Fanning come through Joachim Rin's corner.
I've got a minute. Oh my god.
You got 1 minute.
Nou, goeiedag dames en heren. Goeiedag dames en heren, welkom hier. We zien hier F1 onloeren. En we zien een kijken naar, hoe heet deze man hier? Die heet Fanning. in een Red Bull, hè, maar dat is geen Max Verstappen niet, want die kennen er niks van. Maar ja, dit is allemaal zo fijn en aardig. Meneer Fabian Scholten, ik vind het heel fijn dat ze zo goed aan praten bus, maar dan moet ze ook rijden, vriend, anders kunnen ze niet weten. Hè. There you are.
Thank you very much. Now, Martin's posted some spoilers regarding the Great Escape and the Hills Are Alive and the Sound of Music, and that everyone dies because they were in Nazi-occupied Germany, and that is true. But luckily tonight we are not in Nazi-occupied Germany. But whilst we speak about that significant moment where the Germans and the Austrians aligned, which of course, we do have to bear in mind, it did happen, and it was a very strong and successful alliance. It wasn't the most successful alliance of Germany and Austria.
No, they were not.
No, the most successful German-Austrian alliance is Toto Wolff and Mercedes-Benz.
That is...
Furthermore, so the Germans and the Austrians come together very well to make autocars of a very fast nature. And that is the more successful way for them to take over the world.
Well, yes.
But speaking of taking over the world, sorry, but we won the war. Anyway, we now have 1 minute 40 seconds left of this qualifying session. Everyone seems to be either on an out lap or on a lap suddenly.
Well,
who can we find on a lap? Neil, let's stay with Neil. Neil in the AlphaTauri. He's in the final sector. Well, he will be in one corner. And our Delta's not telling him whether he's up or down. Rather confusing.
Well,
it's like being in a mood chat with Bergen. You can never know if he's happy or sad. He just sounds the same. Sorry, he's popped up in YouTube chat, so I thought I'd just brutally abuse him. Now then, Neil across the line goes P9, goes 1/10 faster than he did before.
9!
Good lap. 9! Now, a driver we've not looked at today, indeed, a driver we've not looked at today is Wazza. He's just got out of the way, so he's not on the lap. Yep, Wazza. Let's have a look at Captain Nibs.
The man who's on for pole, maybe, who knows?
Could this be the lap that secures him pole in Tier 2 at Austria? Talk us through the lap, Gexter. Give us your insight.
Who, on Nibs? Oh.
Yes, please.
Wait, I'm not there yet. Now I'm here. He is in the kick, Alfa Romeo. I love this. He's doing a good exit there. It's not a bad exit, to be fair. Now, where people normally brake here is in the 100. Yes, I did. See, I'm a smart man. Now, good turning. Nice start. He's got 2 cars in the way, though, a little bit. But one is gone and one, I think, is on the left. No, yeah, I don't know what he's doing, but who doesn't mind? I hope he's avoid. Yes, he does avoid him. That is lovely. Now he's doing a lovely in 5. Stay. Oh, that's good. Better than me, to be fair. So all have to be honest to ourselves. Now here, this is always a trick one. You got always too wide or just perfect. He does it perfect. That's not nice for me. Oh, he went a little bit there, but still in there, and he will take.
Oh, so close. Does not improve, but someone who does improve is teammate Redcar Rambo. 1 minute 4.8.
The
Fox 1 minute 4.8.
Well.
Those two are inseparable at the moment.
They are.
And Hoseman is still on for pole. Womack is now up to P2 in the Williams at 1 minute 4.8 as well. That's 3 drivers on a 4.8. Incredible lap times here. Dumbest Hornet. He's not improving on that lap. Is he going to see it out anyway?
Oh, Stu P16, that is his end.
That is indeed that is the end of his qualifying. Doesn't look like Dumbest Hornet's going to improve on this lap, unfortunately for him. Let's look at Error Voice. He's finally got back on track and he's not improving. Just behind him is on a lap. Is Connor on a lap? No, he's not. That's a shame. I was hoping Connor would have another lap in him, another hurrah, but unfortunately he does not on this occasion. Anyway, so that, ladies and gentlefolk, is qualifying in Tier 2 in Austria. That is kaput. That is finished. Now then, that means your pole sitter. Oh. He's back on it. Sander Hoseman, the hosepipe, is on pole in the Ferrari. He's joined on the front row, and this is such a tasty combination. He's by Ilian Wumax. Ilian of the Wumax in P2.
Just to say, the front 3 are separated by 7 thousandths. The top 3.
7 thousandths means 700ths.
700ths.
Yes.
Leave me alone. I'm tired.
No, it's okay. I'll just got you back.
700ths. Good man.
But then if you look, P's 2, 3, and 4 are separated by 400ths.
Oh, this is going to be fun racing. Let's hope.
Now, drinking Red Bull's making me feel all giddy. I don't like it. I won't be doing this again. But look at the gaps here.
Nice.
So 2 tenths separate the top 6, less than 3 tenths from the top 7. So top 3 have covered. 4th, Red Car Rambo. 5th, Captain Ned. 6th, Simba. 7th, Sociopath. 8th, Diamond Hornet. 9th, for Monster, who finally got a lap on the board. And 10th, Error Voice. Jack Steppy 11, Neil 12, Wazza 13, Gene Genie 14, Bit 15, Stoob 16, Lorpy 17, Connor 18, Fanning 19, and last is Airways. Now, 19th to 1st, all set laps, less than a second separate them. And 3/4 of a second separate the top 17. Half a second for the top 11. Just 4.5 tenths for the top 10. Such a tight qualifying. I don't know if we've seen a tighter qualifying in the whole of MRC history.
No, we have not.
Incredible stuff. Well done to all of our Tier 2 boys and girls. Fabian Scholten, stop commenting on YouTube, tracking, get in your car and do something for once. Bergen says, this is what league racing should be like. Bergen, you wouldn't know, you just crash all the time. Now then, are we going to have a dry race or is it going to get soggy?
By the looks of it, if I see on the edge of my screen on the top, it looks a little bit like grey. It
does. But then again, it looked perfectly clear on Friday and we were both on track for this massively important race. And
it was.
It looked lovely, and then suddenly it became very heavy rain out of nowhere, and then it dried up again. So
it was a drizzle.
Let's see if the Austrian hills confuse us or trick us.
The hills are alive with the sound of me.
Indeed. Now then, we will get a quick formation lap, as this is only a very short circuit, and of course then we will see the lights go out. Looking at the tyres though, run us through the tyre stats, please, Gepster.
Let's see, there's only, there's red cars on the hards, there's Dumbus Hornet, Error Voice, Neil, and Stuber on the hards.
Indeed.
And there's one man on the softs, and that is P19 Fanning. The rest are all on the meds.
Indeed. Now, the optimum strategy here is medium or hard onto the medium or hard, doing a one-stopper. Of course, you have to use 2 different compounds. Exactly. Alternatively, you could do a soft hard or hard soft, but the soft tyre and the hard tyre combination is slower. And as the game's pointing out, you can do a soft onto double medium or soft medium soft and do a double stop.
I think the softs and the hards were like 6 seconds slower, if I remember that right.
You are correct. There's a bit of a gap. The soft tyre is really quick to start off with, but then goes off very quickly. The hard tyre is great for a good long stint, but then after a while, it just drops off again. So the medium hard is the best compromise. But frankly, if there's a few safety cars, new bit of rubber on the car gives you much better stopping in these heavy brake zones, and then the great traction out of them. If you're stuck in a DRS train, a new set of tyres could be the difference to get you out of that DRS zone. And look at that, we're already back to the grid. Geke, who are you predicting for a race win today? Who are we going to curse?
Who are we going to curse? I'm going to curse the man in P3 himself.
You're going with Fox. Nice.
Yes, I am.
I am going to predict today that Wumax will win the race from P2 in the Williams. And I think he's going to have a real slug to get there. But look at this camera angle we've got from up in the hills, looking down at turn 1. This is incredible. I can't see the lights, but we'll keep it here because we've got a few glitches in the timing screen.
Looks like Dumbus Hornet is what P1 in my
right, here we go. And we have 5 lights, and we are racing in the hills. And well, it looks to me like Hosman's got away well. He has, but Fox River, what a start at the inside turn 1. And he's taken first, and there's a collision between Womax and Thunder. But they've got away with it. And one of the Romeos has gone round. Red Car Rambo's had a nightmare start. He's down to 10th after a great start.
I could say the same thing about Stube and all people. He is down to P19. Fanning had an amazing start. He's now P12.
He did.
I see it has gone wide.
It's going from bad to worse for Red Car Rambo's. He's now got Monster coming alongside him. And that's him out of the points from a top 5 starts position. That is a real disaster for him. We did see Simba make contact with the back of, I think it was Hosman as well. Might have been Wumax.
Hosman is now trying to catch the Fox, but the Fox is just driving away at a point.
He's flying, and look at this, Womack's all over the back of Captain Nibs. Look at the drive on the edge of the chicane there. He's round him, he's passed. What drive he got out of the chicane. What a pass by Ilian. Now, Martin is in the hills supporting the Alpine team whilst he's near an Alpine region in the snow in Andorra with his mountain bike, and he says, "Go Team Alpinus," because he's mature like that, and he wants them to thrust their pink flaps deep. Even I can't say that, I'm too sober. We've got a bit of a timing glitch again, it would seem.
Pink flanks deep.
Yeah, it's not possible to say. We've got a bit of a timing glitch, so let's just get rid of the data for the time being. Actually, we'll have a look at the position change. Let's have a quick look. So, as you mentioned, they're fanning the big winner on the start. 8 places up from his grid slot. He's currently into P11, and look here as he's now under attack from his good friend Rekar Rambo behind him. He's on those soft tyres, the only person to have been on the softs.
He is.
I feel your comment is start. Fantastic job. He's making it work.
He is making it work for now.
How long do you think he'll go before the tyres will go kaput?
I really want to hope for him lap 10. That they can survive, but I think more for like, round about lap 10 if you're doing soft. Because the tyre strategy that will be soft, medium. In my point.
That is the safe option. Yes, we have an AlphaTauri around Lorpy. Lorpy's been in great form lately. He's really had good form lately, so that's a shame to see. And he's already got 3 seconds of penalties.
And Hosman is now closing in on the Fox.
Indeed.
Ooh, a little moment there, a little twitchy moment.
We've got DRS.
Captain Nibs still fighting.
We've now got DRS active as well, so look at Hosman, how quickly he's closed up to the back of Fox. And these two are really right away. Let's see if the deltas are accurate now, because, well,
they are accurate.
They are indeed. Happy days. Good stuff. Now then, just behind these two, we've got a bit more fighting going on between Dumbest Hornet, who's got Error Voice, and Wazza all over the back of him. Where in this whole circuit would you say is a good place to go for a pass, Geke? Now, bear in mind that we had a collision we had 2 collisions on Friday. There's Sociopath, by the way. Look at Sociopath, a monster. The final 2 corners, oh my word, that's not a place to go for it.
No, that's not a place to go. I would say on just straight, and on the next one, and on the next one, you can take one and like
Captain Nibs is doing right now.
Yeah, especially
exactly
there,
that.
It's the exit you want to get better on, and then you can do one in my opinion, you can do one in turn 3 and 4.
Yeah, I'd agree.
You can have, if you have a very good grippy car, you can go around him or stick in the inside. And I think I did that. In the last time, just before, after these corners. Now, say.
So yeah, I know what you mean. So there was a famous battle on Friday that we had a collision in, and that was the final corner, turn 1, turn 2 into turn 3, and then turn 4, and it was a bit exciting.
It was always a bit exciting. Is it exciting?
It was, but not as exciting as we're seeing between the Fox and the Hosman right now. Let's jump on board. Hosman is definitely in a mood to make some positions. Simba's round!
Oh!
On the pit entry!
Oh, he's in the pits now?
Or was he just pitted?
I don't know.
Oh, I thought he spun. I thought he spun into the pits. There was a yellow flag, so
I think
maybe he did. But here we go. Hosman, is he going to make the move now? Or is he going to wait for DRS on the next section? Simba's retired in the pits. Oh. So I wonder if something's happened to his car. I wonder if there's an issue. I'm sure we will hear about it. Hopefully our trackside reporter Mandy can give us some update. But Hosman has got the move on Fox River, did get the DRS again, and has held on in turn 3. Womack has retaken Captain Nibs, but now here comes Nibs again.
Dumbest Hornet had a moment, and Wazza takes the opportunity to go. Looks like we got a report. Looks like Simba had rear wing damage.
Do you want to say that again? Was it rear wing or rear wing? Rear wing damage.
Rear wing damage.
Indeed. Now then.
Gotcha. No, that one of mine.
Yes, that's Family Guy right there. So, Womack is just hanging on to the back of Captain Nibs. Fox River's not let Hosman get away. Let's just look further down the order. Wazza is under attack from Dumbest Hornet. Let's just look at the tyres again. So, Dumbest Hornet and Error Voice on the hard tyre are very well placed. Fanning's now up to P8, by the way, on those softs. So he's made good use of that extra tyre.
Yeah, but he's not gaining really much now on the Dumbest Hornet.
No, but I'm sure he will. Here we go. Dumbest Hornet and Fanning have DRS. Can they make an impression on Wazza? Wazza's out of DRS. He's flashing away. Yeah, talk away. What's Captain Nibs doing?
He's driving here for Captain Nibs, and he is trying to get through still side by side in the next corner, but Womack gives in and let Captain Nibs through.
Round the outside.
That's a smart decision, but Error Voice now is there to pick up the scraps.
Indeed.
Ooh, and the lights is flashing off Rumax. Oh,
indeed. He's used all his battery up. He's fighting hard. Error Voice will be tasting potential vulnerability. Right now, I would not want to be either Nibs or Remax. I think Error Voice on those hard tyres is only going to get stronger as the race goes on.
Oh, and as you say that, the two up front nearly touched.
Indeed. Captain Nibs goes defensive early on. We've got an outdoor Tauri around. It's Lorp. He's round at the final corner again. He's really not having a good day. And here we go. I think Womax is going to have Nibs here. Look at him go.
He's going to have him. He's going on the left side of him. Is that
Nibs.
where you want to be, though? That is the thing.
I would say yes, you get better drive out of this corner from the outside. Look at the traction he's got on the exit. A bit of a twitch on the exit there, though, actually. Despite that good drive, he got a bit squirrely. He's on the inside now.
Yeah,
are they going to stay with it?
Captain Nibs, he's not giving up.
Oh, and Nibs, what driving?
Stays.
Well played, but he's gone wide now. He's vulnerable now. Here comes the Williams, and he's still side by side. Look at Error Voice as well.
There's a Dutchman there. Oh,
this is extreme fighting.
Oh, and that's only for P3.
Oh, so nearly contact in the final corner. That's what these guys up front.
Past Dumbest Hornet.
He is. You told me he wasn't catching. I disagree. And here we go. Nibs at the inside of Womax in the first corner. And Connor's retired the final corner. Safety car. And Womax is ahead of Nibs again. But Womax got ahead of Nibs and had to let him go due to passing him too quickly. Connor has retired. And that...
Oh, no.
That neutralises the race. Nibs has had to let Womax go now. Well, the question was who was ahead.
Oh no, Captain Nibs is Rumax let Captain Nibs through. Went up track a little bit and then let him through again.
Yeah, they're trying to work out who was ahead at the point of the safety car being called. So Fanning in P6. Now, if I was Fanning, I'd be putting the hard tyre on right now. Just throwing it out there. I'll put the hard tyre on and see how long you can go. Because he'll be pissing in about 4, maybe 5 laps time anyway. So I'd put the hards on and see what you can do, or put a medium on and... either way. Get in the pits, Fanning.
Whatever Fanning thinks is best.
Indeed. Now, will either the leaders pit? Will we see a leader pit? Fox and Hostman continue. Nope, Fox pits. Fox has gambled. He's rolling the dice.
Captain Nibs. Captain Nibs not pitting. Rumax is pitting. Error Voice not.
Dumbest Hornet's not. Weka Rambo.
Fanning is.
Yeah, Bits pitting.
Monsters. And the Fox
Wazza's in
on the mediums.
Indeed, so that's a 2-stop for Fox then. Anyone who pits and puts on the medium is doing a 2-stop, and Bits speeds in the pit lane.
Oh, yeah.
Oh dear.
Rumax on the softs. Are you sure?
Rumax on the softs? No, that's a bold strategy. He's going to go back to the mediums later.
Very, very bold.
He wants to get back past the traffic in time for when they pit, so he'll be forecasting, getting himself up to the top 5 at the very least, and then when they all pit at the same time and try and fight again. It's a gamble.
Fox is in a good position, to be fair. He's P9.
Yeah, Fox and P9, that is a really good place to come out.
He's got a teammate behind him. In Stewie Boy.
Indeed. But interestingly, so the top 8 have all continued. Airways, who started last, is up to 8. Fanning started 19th. Got up to P6 at one point, now down into P12 having pitted. He's on the hards. As is Sociopath, as is Monster, as is Bit, as is Wazza, and as is Lorpy. They might all try and go to the end. What would you do here, Geki? Would you 1 or 2 stop it from here?
It's a very tough choice, to be fair. Because for now, there's only been actually one guy that crashes out, and that's safety car, only in lap 9. It's a gamble to do. If it works out, it works out. If it was me, I would do 2-stop. That's my gamble.
2-stop?
If it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Yeah, fair play. Bit hits again, so I think that's Bit trying to get rid of the penalty of which he's got.
The 5 seconds.
Indeed, that's a wise move. Now then, whilst we are under the safety car, let's have a little bit of chit chat. So, the Austrian Grand Prix first hosted a race once upon a time in 1963. Now, the summer of '63 for me was significant because that was the year my father was born, Daddy Bailey. The circuit of which this was raced at was not the Österreich Ring, the E1 Ring, or the Red Bull Ring as we now know it. It was actually at another venue. Now, do you happen to know what the venue was called?
No.
Okay, well, I do. It was Zandvoort Airfield, which is not here in the Austrian Alps, it's somewhere else. It's a very boring track. It's just up, down with a couple of corners in. It's a very simple track. It only hosted one race in 1963, and that was a non-championship event. It was not used again after that, and in 1970, we moved to the Österreich Ring, which was the old bigger loop that features part of this track, but mainly goes around this track. That started hosting this event in 1970, on and off until the present day. That old venue of the old version of the circuit hosted the race until the late 80s, and then after many deaths and big crashes, including certain Nigel Mansell who had a big crash in that period, they then switched to this new layout in the mid to late 90s, where it took a good period of time to redevelop the track. And now the track is basically the same as it has been for the last 30 years. So, anyway, Hoseman's going to lead us around. We'll come back to the more chit-chat later because I'm sure we'll have another safety car. And here we go. It looks like everyone has read him on the safety car restart, and that means he's not got a gap to pull away. He gets twitchy on the exit of turn 1. And Captain Nibs already is in the slipstream. Are we going to see him move into turn 3? Is he going to send it? Oh, he thinks about it, but he backs out. Oh, we're going for the switch back out of 3.
Oh, and the Fox is taking airways out.
Keep an eye. We'll keep on our board with the leaders. Keep us updated.
Oh. Stu lost positions. He's now down back to 12. Let's see.
Indeed.
Up front there is nothing happening at the moment.
No, those guys up front. We're just keeping it nice and clean. Speaking of clean, after a very messy and problematic start, Red Car Rambler's back up P5.
Now is past Jackster.
Oh, good racing.
Oh, he's making way.
Ooh. Red Car Rambo and Dumbest Hornet are having a very strong fight for P4 and 5 here. And Dumbest Hornet is also on the back of Captain Nibs. And oh, Nibs goes wide at the final corner. As does Dumbest Hornet.
And here comes Fox now on Gingini trying to catch him. Gingini has a little bit more straight line speed here.
Remax is not far behind either. He's now cleared the traffic too. He's side by side
and the Fox.
Oh wow. Goes around Jackster at turn 1.
Oh, and the Fox now taking Gingini out. Look at it.
And Fanning's got past Jackster as well. I think there might be some Red Bull team games being played there.
I think the Alfa Romeo are playing a little bit of a team game as well.
They are. Captain Nibs will be trying to help Red Car.
Max is now past Gingini.
And Error Voice, by the way, in P2 right now, doing a fantastic job. Captain Nibs really needs to try and get back onto him rather than defending from the cars behind. I know he's trying to hold him up for Ryan.
Because the Fox is trying to get Red Car in these corners again. He's barely pushing him.
Those new tyres look very, very tasty.
They look very tasty. I think he's going to get him in the straight by the looks of it, but...
Not yet. They're in a bit of a DRS train. These four could be a bit of a tussle in turn 3. Let's stay with it.
See what happens here.
Look at the drive that Fox gets on the exit of turn 1. He gets so much better drive.
Red Car is trying to defend.
He's out of ERS.
Thomas Hornet is trying to defend from both. Ooh!
Fox River just keeps it on track.
That was clean.
Yeah, Ryan backs out of that one. Did not fancy sticking a nose in there.
Rumex now is coming on to his right.
And Fox up the inside. Fox is taking Dumbest Hornet now.
But this man is on a mission.
He is flying. Next up is Captain Nibs. Captain Nibs does not have DRS. So on the run out of turn 1, I expect Fox to fly past him. And he'll be then back on the front for the front pair, for the lead. Back where he was initially. So he's not taking any time to clear the traffic.
No, he's not. Rumex is now 2 places down on what he wants.
Indeed. Now here we go. Fox River. Actually, let's jump to the front 2. Error Voice looks like he's probably about to take Hoseman, unless Hoseman gets a good exit, which he does. Let's go back to Fox. Yeah, talk us through it. Fox lining up. Nibs
going. He's going. Fox. Nibs is getting defensive. Is that going to be on time? Oh, he's still side by side. Still side by side. Still. Who's getting the better exit? It is Fox who's getting the better exit with a lovely fresher tire. Now his next target is the 1 and 2. Oh, he's already getting closer. Oh, it's getting scary now.
Indeed. Rumex has got past Ryan, and Fanning is now having a look at him too. And look at that. Fanning's just got so much more grip on those new tyres. Just flies around the outside of turn 5. Now then, Monster. He's also on the new tyres. Is he going to have a go at Ryan now? He looks up for the fight too. Here you keeping an eye on right now.
Dumbest Hornet trying to do switchback on Nibs, but nothing there.
He needs to be careful, does Dumbest Hornet. Oh, we've got. Hold on a minute. Fox River on Error Voice. Error Voice just went very defensive there. That will have cost him.
Oh, and Rumex is past Dumbest Hornet.
And here comes Error Voice and Fox River. They're side by side already. Fox is already through.
Here's Rumex, and he is. I'm going to say it as well. He is already through Captain Nibs. Dumbest Hornet though is dying to do the same thing. Oh, and he does. Captain is trying to switch back. They're still surviving, still driving.
And look at this. Fanning's now coming past him.
Oh my. This is some crack. Dumbest Hornet now trying to get Rumex here, but...
Captain Nibs trying to get Fanning. Oh, a bit of a contact between them, but they've both made it through.
Oh, and here comes the Fox. Here comes the Fox. Oh, and he backs out of that one, but he's trying to take it here again. Oh, Hoseman is defending like there's nothing else to lose.
He is indeed. All the guys on new tyres are making positions left, right and centre. Clearly pitting was the right decision.
Now, will the Fox get him here? That is the question. Or later. No, he's trying to get him here.
He's not going to wait.
Well, he's not waiting for it, and he will take it.
And look at the drive.
Oh, look at that. Look at that exit. He's just gone.
Yeah, Fox will have DRS. Sorry, Hoseman will have DRS on Fox, but he's just not close enough.
No,
he doesn't have the traction.
Rumex, on the other hand, he is closing in on the top 3. With Dumbest Hornet behind and Fanning.
Don't forget Fanning.
Monster.
Don't forget Monster. Red Car Rambo is
people on fresher tyres.
Red Car Rambo now a bit of a cork in the bottle. You can see the map there. He's got a huge train behind him. He just does not have the grip.
Oh, and Fanning is now having a look on the dark trace of the McLarens.
Indeed. Oh, he needs to be careful to watch his wing now.
On the other hand, trying to pick up the scraps.
Indeed.
Oh, and here goes Fanning.
Fanning goes round Dumbest.
No, Monster's it's a 50-50 here.
Oh, I think this is a bit of a ball when Monster's going to have to back out of that. Ooh. Yeah, but he's off track. Monster needs to give that place back, in my opinion. That's an illegal overtake, if you ask me.
He's not going to do it.
He needs to relinquish that position. He just took him off track.
We will see that in the room upstairs.
Indeed.
Now, the Fox is a 1.3 ahead. So the top 3 are calmed down now. While Rumex is trying to catch up a little bit more. I mean, what about Rumex? Fanning, Monster and Dumbest Hornet. All in there for that battle to catch the P3 man. I wonder. There's a sociopath as well here on Neil. Softs against hards, both 9-lap olds. Who is the biggest winner? My opinion, hards.
So you were saying you like to go hard, you don't want to be soft?
Yes, that's exactly what I like to say.
Fair play.
Oh, if I see here Neil and Sociopath.
Oh, Hosman's in. Hosman's in. Hosman's pitted.
in.
Yeah, he's pitted. He's had enough of that tyre. This is when you want to get onto the hard tyre. If you're on the mediums, this is the time to pit between 17 and 20.
Depends, what is he going to put on? He is putting on the hards. Womack's got a 3-second time penalty. Fanning now is on the rear. Here comes Womack on the error of the voices. And he's through. Or error voice will try and do a switch back. It's not happening. Ooh, but Womack's got a little twitch. And Fanning!
Fanning sneaks through. Now, Fanning is having a great race. P19 on the grid to P2. And he's made a pit stop in that time as well. He's having a great drive.
Now, that was a very clean and nice overtake. While the two men are battling, he just said, thank you, bye-bye.
He did. How do you say that in Dutch?
What?
Thank you, goodbye.
Dankjewel, tot ziens.
That's what Error Voice is having to say now because, Fanning's just pulling away from him.
Oh, but Monster now, he has got
much
more traction.
Womack is pitting.
Ooh, is he now?
He's already had enough of those soft tyres. Is he going to go medium? Oh, he's hit the wall. Womack's crashed into the pit wall in the entry.
We see here Monster trying to get a little bit here on the error of the voices.
Indeed. I have to say, personally, I think Monster should have let Demis Hornet back through by now, but especially on those newer tyres. But instead, he's going for a move on error voice. Now then.
I don't know. Ooh, is a little bit of a touchy-watchy there?
Yeah, he's got him, as you say, a touchy-watchy indeed. Here we go.
Now, 5 seconds ahead.
That's crucial. Fanning, with some fresh air, looks to be quite quick suddenly. Monster just now looking to get back in the DRS zone of Fanning just to drag him along. That'll be vital. And for Error Voice and Demis Hornet, right now, they just need to keep this pace going as long as they can and get on to whether it's the medium or soft that they want later and try and make their way back through again. The guys in the mediums will have to pit again. The guys in the hards will probably have to pit, but there's no guarantee.
There is not. Hosman does not need to pit anymore.
Another man who's quietly made his way through is Bits. He's up to P7 on the mediums, and then Wazza just behind him on P8. Oh, he's just got off track as I looked at him though. I think you're right, Hosman's going to the end, Nibs will go to the end, Womack, Jackster, Genie.
Redcar and Neil are in the pits, so they are doing... Neil 12 laps on the sauce. I think that's a very big thing. Captain Nibs is fastest on the hards. So he's trying to make a comeback as well. Oh, did we miss something here? Or no, Monster... Was Monster not P4?
Monster... I think he's now behind Demis Hornet. So unless he's made a mistake, in my opinion, if he's let him through now, it's a bit too late because he's interfered with the race too much. So, as far as I'm concerned,
Demis Hornet spins, and there goes a wing.
Monster hits him, and safety car, full safety. That right now is really bad for a few drivers who just pitted, but anyone who needed a pit, like Fox River.
Oh, Fox is in the pit.
He's in. He's going to get another set of mediums on.
Fanning's in the pit. Error Voice in the pit. Oh, this is going to be lovely. Monster pit, yes. Sociopath pits, yes. Carl.
Everyone's got a pit. Everyone's got a pit.
Wazza is pitting.
Sauce or mediums.
Definitely is pitting. I would say Fox is on sauce. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Error Voice mediums.
Hosman and Nibs will continue. That makes sense.
Fanning on mediums. Oh. Fox comes out in front
just ahead of Hosman, yeah. Well, we'll say just he's a fair bit ahead.
Oh, he's ahead of Fanning and everyone else. Captain Nibs is behind Fanning. Ooh, he's going to be a tasty race.
I'm going to make a bold call here. I think Fox River, unless he's got... Well, I think he's got to be on the soft tyre because he's used 2 mediums. However, I think the soft tyre, as good as it will be, it's when it gets to, say, lap 34, will go off the cliff very quickly. Fanning on the mediums looks good right now. Hoseman on the restart will be slow, as will Nibs, but they had to stay out. They had to stay for position. Jackster in P8, I think he should have pitted, really. Same with Bit in P9. Oh no, they did pit, they were on used tyres. Apologies. But yeah, I think they're going to struggle as well.
I think I'm going to say a surprise who's going to make it a fair way up. I think it's going Wazza is in a good position as well. Especially with the two cars in front with Jackster and Carl, who should have pitted, in your opinion. I think in my opinion as well. Yep. Because they're going to be very, very slow at the end of this stint.
Indeed. Now, we've got a few minutes. Let's go back to the safety car chat. So,
the safety car.
The Austrian ring became the A1 ring in the late 90s from some new sponsorship and ownership. The track was then bought in the mid-2000s, well, the early teens, by Red Bull, who decided they wanted to bring the Austrian Grand Prix back after a 10-year absence. And since then, it's had a 10-year spell, of which it's hosted the Austrian Grand Prix and a one-off Styrian Grand Prix in 2020. It's become a firm favourite for fans, mainly the Dutch variation, as I'm sure you can agree.
Ah, yes, the one stand who's full orange.
Indeed, the orange arm is there now. But let's not forget, the Dutch actually have some good history. Jochen Rindt and Niki Lauda, of course, rest in peace to both of them, former world champions in their own eras of once upon a time. Both have a corner named after them here. Niki Lauda has turn 1 Lauda curve named after him, and Jochen Rindt has the penultimate corner named after him. Those two world champions, of course, very iconic historic names. They are not the only historic names in Formula 1. Of course, Christian Klien of recent years, who raced for Red Bull. And of course, let's not forget Didi Mašić, the entrepreneur who brought Red Bull in the first place to the world market. And Helmut Marko, a failed racing driver, and Toto Wolff, another failed racing driver, all have heavy involvement in the business side of Formula 1. Oh, safety car's coming in this lap very quick. I thought we'd have one more lap, but here we go. Fox River, the only man on the softs, is leading. Can he make that work? And can he pull out a lead while Hosen behind on slightly older hards fends off the field?
He's going, I think.
He's gone. He's gone early. He's caught Hoseman out there. He's nearly built a second gap already. Neil's had a collision with Lorpe.
Ooh, that's two teammates. That's not what you want, lads.
Oh dear. Keep it clean, please, boys. This is not what we want to see. Now then. Sociopath all over the back of Aerovoice in that restart, who did not keep on the back of Nibs. Nibs on all the tyres as well, so Aerovoice needs to make that advantage pay instead of being attacked by the crazy Italian in the hat. Fanning, will he make an impression on Hoseman early on? Hoseman's got a good restart. He's dropped a fair bit back from the Fox, but Fanning needs to close up. Right now, who is your money on?
Well, my money is still on the man I had before the race. It's Mr. Fox. He's still my money.
Fair play. I mean, I can't say I disagree. He looks really good for it right now, but
let's not forget. He did. It's a gamble.
Let's not forget, Fanning came from a long way back in Canada. And this is a very similar situation now. Jackson P8, by the way, look at the gap between him and Monster ahead of him. Humongous gap. And Jackson hits. I think he must have damage. That now means Bit, Wazza and Redcar Rambo are having a little tussle over 8th, 9th and 10th. Oh, Ryan has to go off track to avoid the back of the Williams there. Let's jump back to the front. Mornster and Aerovoice. So Sociopath got past Aerovoice. Now Mornster's having a look, and that's a collision from Mornster into turn 3. Aerovoice needs to be pushed. A little bit. He has. Let's jump to him. So he's 1.3 now. It was 1.5 a lap ago. And Fanning's not really keeping with him particularly at the moment, so Fanning needs to close up to Hoseman if he wants to contest for this win. Woomax has got past Gene Genie. No, they're still fighting. We can see that on the time screens.
Redcar now past the Wazza.
He is indeed past Wazza. Now, just behind these guys, Captain Nibs and Sociopath looks like the best fought battle on track. Just a 10th between them.
Oh, Nicey move there, Mr. Red Car.
Talk us through what happened.
Oh.
Was that Ryan and Bit?
Oh, he was on that straighty bit in Sector 3.
Yep.
And he just took him just before the corner in there, and he said, bye-bye, thank you, and woo.
Speaking of bye-bye, Sociopath was about to say bye-bye to Captain Nibs. He flies past him in turn 3. And just behind them, we've got Monster now having a look at the back of these guys as well. Captain Nibs takes him back.
That's something.
And now Sociopath didn't get DRS. Error Voice is going to take him now as well. Oh, oh wow! I don't know how they didn't DNF there, but Error Voice retakes position.
I saw that. That was not fun to see. I think we will see that upstairs again, but let's move on. Wazza Bit is off track. He's in the gravel. He did a Bottas. Literally. All right, now we are back. Oh, he takes Gingini though. Good move. No, it's not. Yes, he is. I don't know what he's doing now. Side by side in these corners, I would not recommend that. Now,
just look behind here. Bit is side by side, as you said, with Captain Stoob. Oh, just close to the door in time for the final corner. But I have to say, Bit looks like he's really struggling for grip right now. Look at the view we're getting
now on Captain Nibbies.
Oh, we saw a collision between Bit and Stoob at turn 1. Oh, yeah, Stoob has just DNF from that. That is a bit of a messy one.
Oh, I know Stoob's reaction. And that's all swear words. Can't say him on here, but don't worry about it. We will see that somewhere upstairs again.
Indeed. So we have another safety car. Let's get back to the safety car chat. We've got plenty.
Oh, we always
now then, so obviously we briefly said here the A1 ring then got bought by the Red Bull company, who of course built a big Red Bull in the middle of the circuit. La-di-da-di-da. Now, so,
yes,
the Austrian Grand Prix. There was a historic moment here between Michael Schumacher and Rubens Barrichello that was a little bit controversial.
Ooh.
Do you remember it? As by the way, Hosman and Fox have pitted.
Did they now?
They have. I think that's for another set of softs. That's a bit bold. Now then, we'll come back to that shortly, because Barrichello and Schumacher. Do you know in the early 2000s what happened here between them? It was in 2002.
Wait, they both were teammates in Ferrari, if I was
That is correct. You are correct.
And
now,
I think he had to let Schumacher through for the championship, if I was correct.
That is correct.
Different track?
No, that's correct. On lap 71 of 71, coming around the final corner, Mr. Barrichello pulled to the right, following a team radio instruction, and just let Mr. Schumacher through before the line for the championship. This was, bear in mind, I think it was round 7 or 8 of the championship at the time. And it was a 16 race championship, so we weren't even halfway into the championship, and the team instructed Barrichello to let Schumacher through for the title. Bear in mind that season, Ferrari won all bar, I think it was 2 races that season. And Schumacher won in that season, I think it was 13 of the 13 of the 18 races, I think it was in the end. He won a significant number of them. And the team told Barrichello to let Schumacher through. And that was a very controversial moment because it was seen as race fixing and not moral or ethical, and it was condemned heavily by the F1 community. So much so that in future years, team orders were banned. Hence why we saw lots of coded messages in the future.
He did.
Now then, we won't be seeing any of that today because the Ferraris are very far apart on track.
This is going to be interesting here for the Fox. And Hosman. He's stuck in between 2 other people. There's no way you want it. Now, what's your opinion on Fox putting a new fresh sauce to try to catch 6 places ahead?
I would think it's brave, but having seen how quickly he dispatched of the field earlier, I think he can do it. And Hosman's done similar on a brand new set of mediums. I think it's a good call.
No, the challenges they need to face is Dumbus, Wazza, Redcar, Monster, and the 2 people that are actually quite quick for fighting is Fanning and Sociopath and Fanning, who's up there now. It's a bit of a, like I said again, a gamble. It's a good move if it works out. Or it's going to be a 50-50 move, if not, or just yet. Never know.
It is a gamble, you're right, but I think considering how good the new tyres are, and we saw this on Friday as well, the newer tyre drivers just flew away at the end of the race in X on Friday, so I think it's a good call. I think it's the right call, and, well, yeah, the safety car's finally coming in. It looks like we got half the field on new tyres and half are on old.
Now, the feeling is, when will Fanning fly away? Saying in a 3, 2, 1. Ah, he's gone. He did not catch Sociopath sleeping though. Did they catch Monster sleeping?
Indeed, and immediately, as you're right, Fanning does pull away, but only half a second to Sociopath, and another 9 tenths to Monster, another 6 tenths to Ryan. Wazza and Dumbest Hornet are there, and then here is Fox. How quickly is he going to make his way through, do you reckon?
Yeah, I think if you want to get very quick through, you need to get Dumbest Hornet this one or the next one.
And he's going already. Breaking. What a late move.
Ooh, Dumbest Sword coming as well. Great move by the Fox.
Right, let's do a Verstappen style prediction. What lap will he be leading by?
Ooh, I would say lap 34.
Yeah, I'd agree 34. Let's go with 34. So that gives him 5 laps after this one to get there. 5.5 laps to get 5 cars.
Because he's already nearly up the rear on Wada.
Indeed. Now, Fanning, P1, Sociopath, P2, 3rd for Monster, 4th for Ryan. Literally less than a second and a half separate these guys. 2 seconds back is Wazza for the top 5, and then Fox already eating into the second gap. It's already down to 6 tenths. As we've spoken, we've got an AlphaTauri in the wall. Neil has dropped at the final corner. Oh dear, he's broke his wing as well. Huge shame for him. He's doing a great job till that moment. Speedy Bullet says lap 33 he'll be in the lead by. So he just wants to go one less than this. Our resident American wants to go one less. We like this. Everyone who's watching, feel free to put a number in. What lap will Fox Rover lead by? Of course, you can say if you don't think he will lead.
Red Car Wazza and the Fox now. He is looking at the Kraken rear wing.
Here comes Fox.
To his right.
Yeah, he's at the inside. That's a move.
He will gladly say, I will be taking this one. Thank you very much.
Indeed, that's
Next
P5.
one is the Alfa Romeo of Red Car, whose light is saying, hello, hello, I am out of all my stuff.
Indeed. Speaking of comments of out of stuff, Anand says that everyone else will be out of luck by lap 35. Hello to the Slayer. Good to see you. Look forward to see you on track, my friends. So we've got 33 from Speedy Bullet, 35 from the Slayer, 34 from me and you, Geke. Bergen says he won't make the top spot even. Fanning is going to defend him and win the race 2 races in a row. Good call. So there's 4 predictions we've got. Anyone else want to pitch in? Feel free. We want to see the contributions.
Fox now, he's got DRS and he is using everything.
Yeah.
Red Car's going a little bit defensive, but he can't do a thing at this point. Well,
look at this. It's a collision. Dumbest Hornet with Ryan. Ooh. Oh, wow. And that's allowed Hoseman through.
Ooh, and in front of these... Ooh, Fox now is second behind, but doesn't matter. The Monster and
Neil is out. Are we going to get a safety car? No, he's in the pits. We'll be fine.
Alright. Ooh, Jackson's in the pits as well. He's putting on new softies.
Now, Sociopath and Fanning are fighting very hard up front. The issue we've got here is that means Monster's closing up. And if we're going to have a 3-car fight between these 3... Fox River will be on the case of these guys in a heartbeat. If they can get any closer, they would be on top of each other, and that will suit Fox.
It is. Look, Monster is closing in very quick.
Look, on board with Fox here, he's in DRS of these guys already. But just behind, Ryan and Hoseman are side by side. Hoseman with an easy pass in turn 1. Just behind them, the 2 Williams drivers, Wheelmax and Wazza. Wheelmax on track, and there's a collision! Oh no, Wazza lost on the exit turn 1. Wazza just collided with him, couldn't avoid him.
These 3 are doing a nice clean driving while the Fox is closing in.
Fox taking a different line through turn 3, trying to get the traction on the exit. Doesn't quite get the move done. And you know what? Bergen's coming about Fanning being on for the win. It's not a bad call because he's looking good on the corner exits. He must be running a little bit higher on the wing.
Ooh, had a little twitchy moment there out of that one.
Indeed. Now then, will the Fox get past? He needs to get out of this DRS zone. Sorry, this DRS train even.
So he's pushing him nearly.
Indeed. Now then, here we go. We only have a few laps to go. Will we see a change in these? Indeed, that was brave.
That was smooth.
And Mornister's now having a look at Fanning.
Now.
And we've got a 3-car fight in turn 1. Fox and Hoseman are just sitting back. Oh my word, Mornister at the inside of Fanning.
And the Fox now, he sees an opportunity. And he takes the opportunity.
He does.
That's one car. Will he take the
Fox
other one as well?
He's
trying. He's very...
Fanning's coming back at him. Safety car. We've got a safety car.
Safety car. Safety car?
What for? That's the real question.
Now this is going to be...
We've got Wazza and Bitt in the pits. I'm sure something's happened between them, but ultimately, this safety car's going to come in at the end of this lap, I think. Maybe next lap at the latest, because we've only got a couple of laps to go.
This is going to be scrap for the win.
Indeed. That is not what Fox River wanted to see. It's not what the Hoseman wanted either. Because this is now
putting them... It is what Sociopath and Monster wanted.
Indeed. This means there's no more DRS. There's less laps to attack and pass. So, Speedy Bullet says lap 33. Me and you both saying lap 34. Well,
that's
we're
out
all
the
wrong.
window.
We're all wrong. The Slayer said 35, and the Bergen said that he wouldn't get past and Fanning would win. Right now, Fanning P3, he could win.
He could.
So he's not wrong. He is. Red Card Rambo's pitted, by the way.
Oh.
It's a bold call to pit. He has got a time penalty, so maybe he's just going to go and try and set the fastest lap with a new set of softs.
Well, I think in my opinion, safety car should be coming in this one.
It will come in this lap, 100%.
If not, there's something going to happen here.
Indeedy. Now then. We're going to get 2 laps. We're going to really see who's running a slippery, low drag downforce setup, who's got nice, fresh tyres, and who's got big cojones. That's the 4th sausage reference I got in tonight, and it's not the same kind of sausage, you know. We only have 15 cars left, 5 cars DNF, so Jackson, Neil, Stu, Connor and Simba all, unfortunately, are out of the session. The safety car is coming in this lap, so that means Red Car Rambo, Rumax, Wazza and Bitt all need to get their skates on, catch up with the pack.
The question is, when will Sociopath in the Haas go? Will he caught Monster Fanning sleeping with the Fox behind them? Or will they all wake up and suddenly say, nope, you're not going anywhere? Because Monster is doing a Verstappen act. Safety.
Yeah, he needs to not come alongside here. It is not fair to come alongside during a safety car period. Sociopath then, our championship leader, will be absolutely thrilled about being in the lead at this point. Airbase and Genie have swapped positions somehow. There's a bit of a tussle in the midfield. The back markers of the group have caught up. Sociopath, when's he going to go? He's holding on, and now he's gone. Monster has read it. Fanning has been caught napping. Does this allow Fox River to have a go at him? That is the one we're going to be looking out for. So, Speedy Bullet says that our predictions have been messed up by this event. Of course, you're right. It has messed us up. How dare it? Monster, will you have a look at Sociopath? It doesn't look like Fox River hasn't got past Fanning and will need to repass him if he wants a chance at the win. Captain Nibs and Error Voice getting a bit dicey.
Monster is closing in on him.
He is. Monster very late on the brake shot. There's a collision.
Monster now's got a better exit though. Ooh, and a
bit of a lag for Sociopath there.
It was a bit of a lag. He was ghosting, then it was not. He was jumping up.
Indeed. Now all this helps Fanning to get slipstream and therefore defend on what was about to be the last lap from
Monster's
Fox
got
River.
3 seconds.
Oh, that's going to cost him a podium without doubt. That's his podium chances gone, and that could even be his points gone. He might not even get a point after that. So he's fighting for the win, but in reality, he might finish 11th, 12th. Who knows? 15th. Well, 14th.
Last a lap, and the Fox, he is not catching the things he wants to.
No, he's not. And here we go, Monster. Indeed.
Says he will try. The Dutchman against the Mercedes.
Monster with a late switch to try and get past Sociopath. Doesn't work. And look at who's with a big switch on the exit. Now then, Monster having a look again at Sociopath. Is he going to send a late one?
Ooh.
He does not, but he breaks late. Is he going to switch back on him?
He's trying, but Sociopath's keeping that line tight closely.
Oh, Monster goes around the outside. What's a move?
Oh.
And there's a collision between the two. Monster does take the position.
Don't be stupid, be smart. But Fanning is there as well. Fanning,
and Fanning's round. He's been collected by Hooseman.
Fox is down there as well. And that means
Sociopath takes the win. Error Voice takes P2. Monster is P3 despite the penalty. Gene Genie P4. Waz P5. Nib 6. What an end. Oh, wow.
The spin-off Fanning caught 2 drivers up as well. Shame. The Fox and Hooseman. Oh, they're going to be annoyed about that pit. That was a ending we will never see again. It's the second best ending I've seen. First one was still be Brazil in the MRCX pit.
I'm just going to be straight up here. That was an embarrassing end to what was a very exciting race on that last sector of the last lap. I'm not going to name any names because I feel like that just needs to be investigated by the stewards. So have fun with that to tonight's stewards team. Oh dear. But in the meantime, so provisional results, because of course stewarding authorities are to follow. But your initial top 3, Sociopath, Error Voice and Monster. Who's your driver of the day today?
Well, I was going to give it, to be honest, I was going to give it to Fanning. But I'm rethinking it, giving it, in my opinion, I'm giving it to Genie.
I'm going to give it to Error Voice. Genie and Error Voice can share it. Oh dear. Anyway, here are your results, of course, as we just mentioned. Sociopath wins, Error Voice second, Monster third, Genie fourth, Wazza fifth, sixth for Neb, seventh for Demontorn, eighth for Womax, ninth Fanning, and last but not least of the points paying positions is Bit. Non-point finishes Fox River, Hooseman, Red Car Rumbo, Lorpy and Airways. DNFs for Jackster, Neil, Stube, Connor and Simba. Fastest lap went to Airways with 1 minute 5.9. That will give nobody an extra point because he did not finish in the points. Thank you to all who've participated in the YouTube chat tonight. Lovely to have your contributions and we look forward to hearing from you in the future races. We have Tier 1 coming up shortly, just half an hour. Hopefully Tier 1 keeps it a bit cleaner than Tier 2 does. In the meantime, thank you, Geke, for your fantastic contribution tonight. It's been a thrilling pleasure to spend some time with you. And
as always.
We shall see you all very soon. Have a lovely evening. Good night.
Good night.